Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Namaste,
Namaste.
and welcome to the Shiva Shakti Online Yoga Nidra Teacher Training.
We're so happy to have you here today. My name is Krishna.
And my name is Ayana, and thank you for joining us from all over the world. We're so happy to embark on this learning journey with you for the next few weeks. So we'll just start by talking a little bit about the program. We'll introduce ourselves, and we'll talk about an overall format of how the weeks will run with the assignments and so on. So it's so lovely to have you here. We truly believe that Yoga Nidra is such a beautiful practice, such a necessary tool in today's world where we see so much stress, so much unrest, on and on and on, all the challenges that face the world today. And Yoga Nidra offers this beautiful opportunity to relax the physical body, to delve inward, to explore through a meditative process some of the inner workings of our beings, and ultimately to reach a really deep state of peace. And so to be able to share this with you brings us great joy. And we also feel like your ability to then share that with others in the future just continues to bring a really beautiful gift through the yogic world to the world. So such a joy to begin this journey with you. So a little bit of background information about myself. My name is Ayana Athenian. I've been practicing yoga for, a long time, since I was a teenager. And I've been teaching yoga for well over a decade. Krishna and I founded the Shiva Shakti School of Yoga back in 2007 and have been leading teacher trainings and retreats for at least the last 10 years in Maine, internationally, around the country, around the US, and so on. And have started bringing these online courses out as well. And it's so enjoyable to be able to reach a greater audience through this avenue. Yoga Nidra, I was first exposed to Yoga Nidra back in 2006, and I just loved it right away. I said, wow, this is such a deeply relaxing and restorative practice, and went on to experience it here and there in different ways, and then studied it more deeply with Krishna when we were in India in 2012. In Rishikesh, we were studying with a great teacher named Gangesha, and he really gave us a deep understanding of the philosophy and of the depth of the practice through the Himalayan yoga tradition. So that's one of the lineages that we're sharing with you in this training is Yoga Nidra as taught through Swami Rama in the Himalayan tradition. We've also studied through the Shivananda lineage, studying Yoga Nidra in that vein. So we'll be bringing that to you as well so you can see how the different lineages have their own practices and their own approach to the practice of Yoga Nidra. And so then I've gone on to practice it a lot personally and also through teaching through this course, both in person and online.
Thank you. So Yoga Nidra is an amazing medicine for these times. The tool and technologies that you'll get in your yogic toolbox, in your healing toolbox from the practice of Yoga Nidra is going to be able to expand the sphere of your influence, if you will, or expand the lives you touch, because this Yoga Nidra we practice lying down. And so many people are tired and they're just going to be like, I love this practice. So it's really amazing in that capacity because it really opens up a doorway for a lot of people that would say, I'm not flexible. I just am not so sure about the yoga. Or even, I'm not so sure about meditation because, my back. And then finally you say, well, my friend, you can lay down. And people lay down and they go deep into these states with you as the guide and and the healer, if you will. So we're really excited to help nurture and grow those seeds here in the West with Yoga Nidra. So Jan and I, as you can hear, have trained in India and in the Bahamas, and Yoga Nidra is a root practice for me. And when I say a root practice, I mean practice that I come back to daily. So I can say that for myself, I've experienced amazing transformation through this process. Did I mention my name?
Yes, at the very beginning.
Okay, just making sure. So I think that's pretty good on my part. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go over the format of the course a little bit just so you can get a sense of what to expect week to week. So as you probably know, this is a 4-week course, and you'll have separate assignments each week. There'll be recorded videos, some audio recordings, and then various homework assignments that comprise each week's material. So of the video recordings, you'll have a sadhana practice, and that's comprised of 3 different videos, and that's each week. And so you'll have an asana video, which is best practiced first in this case to warm up the body, and then a pranayama video to follow, and then a yoga nidra practice, which is an audio recording. So those 3 practices are best done all together each week. You can practice it once, you can practice it multiple times, but as a group, the practices enhance one another. So if you divide them up, you won't get the same experience as if you can carve out the time to do that 2.5 hour practice all at once and get that experience. So you'll have the sadhanas, and then you'll have philosophy lectures each week. Those are audio recordings, and those are in place to give you an idea of some of the philosophy, some of the history, some of the deeper significances behind the Yoga Nidra practice. And then you'll have techniques classes each week, techniques recordings, and that gets into the nuts and bolts of how we do the practice, why the different stages and approaches to Yoga Nidra, what pieces you really need in every practice, what pieces could be modified or even omitted during certain circumstances. And so those will co-teach, and that really gets into what you need to know if you're going to lead Yoga Nidra with others, as well as just to deepen your own understanding. And then there's practices to do each week on your own. And those can be done with one other person. That can be, you can record yourself leading the Yoga Nidra and listen to it to get a sense for your own pacing, your own tone, and so on. Or if you're already a yoga teacher and feel ready to bring Yoga Nidra to a class, then you're welcome to do those practice sessions with a group of people. And so then there will be homework assignments each week, which are just short writing assignments in response to the recordings. We recommend that you watch all the videos, listen to all the recordings before doing the homework assignments so that you get the full picture of all the week's content. If you start answering the homework without watching everything, sometimes you don't get the same sense of how one lecture supports another and how they all work together to give you a full sense of the content for that week's material. We'll also be doing recorded Q&As each week. So if you have any questions, there'll be a prompt on the Google Classroom each week that will invite you to ask any questions for that week's content. And so you can post your question there. You're also welcome to email your question in if you want to remain more anonymous. And then we'll record like a question and answer session each week where we'll answer the questions that have been sent to us. And then at the end of the week, we'll post that video with those answers. And it would be very helpful for each of you to watch that video so you get a sense for any questions that we're noticing arising from all the participants throughout that week. So please know that we're very much with you throughout this entire journey. We do read all of your homework assignments and comment and share responses back so that you can know that we're very much a part of the journey with you. And with those recorded Q&As, those are in place to answer your questions. But if you need a little bit more support or you want an in-person chance to check in with us in a live setting, then you're welcome to email us and we can set up a Zoom or a Skype session so that we can actually talk in real time and clarify anything if you're having questions that come up that you want to go into a little bit more depth. And of course, email. We're always here for you throughout the course, so just feel free to email and we'll be in touch soon to answer your questions that way too. So this just gives you a sense that even though the entirety of the course is recorded, that we're very much here for you. We're supporting you through this journey. And hopefully you also know that all of the other participants in this course are as well. So you'll be seeing each other's comments in the Google Classroom and learning from one another as well.
So come and enjoy the heart of Yoga Nidra.
Yes, may you experience the deep relaxation and the deep healing that is possible through this beautiful practice of Yoga Nidra.
Very sweet.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna